Making a little bit of breakfast. This is the first camp where there are a lot of sandflies. It's really the first camp where there's any sandflies, and they are everywhere. And they're really annoying. So that's why I'm like covering my ears and my arms and my legs so that they won't get me. But yeah, today is kind of like a short day, but I think there's a lot more mud again. It's like boggy and some like knee-deep mud. So it's like 21 kilometers to the next hut. Not a huge day, but I think a lot of mud, so it'll take some time. Yeah, look at them all. They're everywhere. It's just sandfly central. We're going up there, and that's the end of the big climb for today, I think, and then we're kind of into the forest. It's a beautiful day today. Look at this weather. Super nice. Yeah, just basically been climbing up this mountain all morning, and then I think it's down into the forest for the rest of the day or something like that. We shall see. Yeah. Last night was fun. Got to hang out with some Sobos. And then this morning there were so many sandflies. It was ridiculous. Ooh, look at these mountains behind me. Hey, that's nice. Yeah. Today's been a nice day. It's a big climb followed by a nice downhill through the forest that has yet to be too muddy, so that's kind of nice. And now I am at Lower Wairiki Hut, having a little lunch, and then it's only like 9 more kilometers till the end of the day, so not a very long day. It's kind of nice. And then tomorrow should be in Te Anau to get a little more food, and then on to Queenstown. It's finally starting to feel like a through hike. It's funny how long it took to catch on this time around. I don't know why that is. Maybe just the speed at which this entire trip came to be. Who knows? But I'm here. And it's fun. Yeah, it's nice. That is a big tree to go over. About 4 and a bit kilometers away from camp, so probably just over an hour. I'm taking a little break by the water because it's really pretty here. It's actually been a super nice day. It's just like sunny, and it's just kind of been through the forest like this, not super muddy, so yeah, it's been pretty easy. graceful. I'm really loving the hut-to-hut hiking here. It's so fun, and it really just makes you feel like you're at an adult summer camp with everyone hanging out and making food together and going for swims in the river. It's really great. It's also nice to have a congregation point to meet other hikers and know that you won't be alone all the time on the trail. There were like 20 maybe Sobos and Nopos all crowded at this hut, so I opted to put up my tent because, well, someone was gonna snore and someone was gonna roll around and people are gonna be making noise all night and all morning. So it's raining as usual, and yeah, nice and cozy in my tent for the night. So good night. Good morning. It's another cool rainy day. I woke up in the middle of the night for like 45 minutes and was just so itchy from sandfly bites. Like my feet are just covered in them, and I just couldn't sleep because I was so itchy. It was horrible. And I don't want to scratch them because then you get weird scars and then they get infected and whatever. But like, oh my god, they're so itchy. It's horrible. So in theory, I'm headed into Te Anau tonight, but that's only in theory. So it's 23k to the road, and then I have to get a hitch. So we'll see how that goes. They allegedly have shuttles or something, but you have to call them and book them. And they're like $55 or something just to get a ride into town, which is really aggressive. So I'm hoping that if I get there like decently early in the evening or afternoon, then someone will pick me up and we'll see how that goes. I'd really love to properly do my laundry, like with a machine. So I've just been like hand washing them in sinks and whatever, and like it just doesn't get the mud out. Doesn't get the mud out. Even though I scrub it and I'll soak it and do it like 3 times, still mud in there somehow. Still mud in there. But last night was cool. There were loads of people at the hut. We're crossing a lot of Sobos lately. Yeah, and then I spent most of the night in my tent because it was pouring rain. But I'm glad that I did because the hut sounded noisy.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on the midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song. In the old neighborhood, as the clock strikes 1, the memory lives just as it stood, like a quiet dream. The shadows of that time are cast beneath the streetlight beam. As the world moves on, time sings a song. Don't cry, don't cry, as the days move along. You can remember their song.
It took us a couple of hitches to get from the trail to Te Anau, but this couple was nice enough to drive us through this bull pen because the bull was really big and a little bit aggressive and we didn't want to walk through the pen, so they drove us. Disgusting. Yeah, right?
All right, yeah. It's time. Wrong side of the road, right?
Yeah.
That was confusing as hell.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Oh, my dad says bye. Okay, we just did a quick little resupply. Now we're headed back to the campground to make dinner. So there's 3 of us that are all camped together, and we're gonna cook some big pot of something. The guy at the front desk gave us a few pots and pans to use, and that was nice. Yeah, it's gonna rain again today, I'm sure. Good morning. I put on all my rain gear before I got out of my tent because it's pouring rain. All right, see if we can get a hitch in the rain.
Having to rely on hitches to get to and from town while you're on trail can be a little unpredictable.
It's freaking freezing. I don't understand. Well, it's just getting worse and worse and worse.
Hitching can be especially hard in bad weather.
I can't believe it. I don't think anyone's looking at you. Oh my god.
After nearly 2 hours standing in the rain with our thumbs out, approaching people at the gas station and trying our very hardest to get a hitch out of Te Anau, we called Rosie's.
Well, after 2 hours of standing in the rain trying to get a hitch, we had no luck. So now we're at Rosie's. She came and picked us up and brought us back to her homestay. So whatever. Oh well, one more day. And it's really cute and cozy here. And there's a blanket. I'm gonna sit on the couch and eat chips.
I feel like every trail has a lesson to learn, and the TA is to go with the flow. So we made the most of our surprise day off, got some groceries, went back to Rosie's homestay, relaxed on the couches, and made a big communal dinner with some of the other hikers there.
Especially when it's on at 10 p.m.
Attempt number 3 to get out of town? I don't know. It's taking forever.
We got really lucky this time, and we were picked up twice by 2 lovely sets of people.
No, it's not warm at all. Ooh, it's bouncing. Yeah, look at the beautiful weather on a beautiful day. Let's go drop my phone. These forests are so pretty. I really like them. I think we just got this most of the day around the lake. So that's really nice. Just 10 more kilometers to camp, so it shouldn't be long. It's very wet and cold.
The folks that dropped us off at the south end of Mavora Lakes had camped just about 10 kilometers down the road, so they invited us in, made us a cup of hot soup, and just had a nice chat.
Today's been really nice. We got a hitch for a good portion of the just like long footed gravel road with this super nice older couple, Ryan and Judy. We're in the camper van. They picked us up and then dropped us off at the trail. And then like a couple hours later, we ran into them again because they'd set up their camper van just on the side of the lake that the trail goes right by. So they invited us in for a hot cup of soup and we chatted, and they're just super lovely. And it was a really nice little lunch hour. And then I think we're just an hour or so from the next hut. And then we'll reevaluate if we go to the next hut after that, because it's another like 7 kilometers or something. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'll stop there and have a snack. But this has been definitely like the prettiest stretch of trail so far. It's really beautiful. And there's fresh snow up on top of the mountains. Basically everything above 1,000 meters is like covered in snow because it's been so cold and wet the last like week really, but the last few days for sure.